Hello, Knockouts. Tanya TKO here. And as you know, I'm a self-love specialist on TanyaTKO.com. I help women learn to love themselves after relationship trauma. And I received a comment in that I wanted to break down with you all piece by piece, because I feel like this is happening in a lot of our lives. And this is the new narrative that they're trying to spin. And I want to give you some tools to equip yourself against this. So this is his comment here. It's funny, this woman make a living bashing BM, yet she's old, bald, bitter, and alone. With some crying emojis. And his comments sparked a lot of reactions from both women and men, some in defense, some going against him. And I woke up this morning with something on my heart and mind, and I wrote it back to him. And I respond back to him. Timothy Jonia, what's wrong with being old? Isn't it a blessing if we can have age? More on that later. And two, what's wrong with a grown woman having a short haircut, which looks beautiful on her? Where are you getting the idea that women are supposed to have long hair when we see our ancestors rocked short cuts? And three, what's wrong with a woman choosing herself? 4, you're the only one name calling here, and how do we know you're not the bitter one, blah, 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 right? And name calling people on my platform is a violation of page policy, and it will get people blocked. And I wanted to just highlight this for a moment because there's so many men out there who are thinking that these are actually insults to us, and I wanted us to expound upon it. In that Tyler Perry video where he was talking about how we need to allow black men to just pay the light bill and we pay everything else, I showed the population data of alive black males. When we start out at birth, right? When we start out at birth, the numbers of alive black male and females are on par, right? Up until they reach around the age of, oh, you can't see it right there. Between the ages of 15 and 19, there is a steep decrease in alive black males. And the numbers keep going further and further down from there until we get to about the age 40, where there's a sharp decline. Sharp. Oh my gosh. According to FBI data, in the year 2018, black men killed one another at a rate of almost 1 an hour. They killed 23 black men a day. Not to mention, 75% of the people who unalive themselves are male. And on top of that, when we start getting up there in age, disease, lack of healthfulness, and all of those other things compound upon people of color, and especially black men. I want you to see this guy, just a second. Now, this is the man who was commenting on my photo, attempting to disparage me. This is him. Oh my God, my God. There's another photo. And this right here is him on a good day, smiling. Take a look. Lord, have his mercy. Oh, have his mercy. I'm sorry, I couldn't keep that up on my screen much longer. I couldn't keep it up on my screen long at all. I apologize. I had to bring it back just so that I could make this example and point this out to you. I just want you to see his teeth. He doesn't look healthy to me, right? We know that, I gotta take this off my screen. We know that the skin, the teeth, the intestines give a window into your health, the whites of your eyes. He doesn't look healthy to me. If he has all of that plaque built up on his teeth, I mean, he looks like the poster child. Let me just, You know, when people are talking in videos about men who don't wash between their feet or even wipe between their butts, if he has all of that plaque on his teeth, I can only imagine what other parts of him are not fresh and well kept. As a side note, please go to the dentist, people, please. Lack of health in your mouth, the bacteria that forms there can kill you. There are a number of people who die each year from the bacteria traveling from inside of their mouth into other parts of their bodies. And then people, I know a person 3 years ago who was mourning the loss of a friend who had a mouth issue, and then the bacteria traveled. He was taking the antibiotics. As soon as he started feeling better, he stopped taking the antibiotics, and then boom. So please go to the dentist, take care of your oral health, go to the doctor, go to your primary, get everything looked at and tuned up and checked out on the inside. However, we know that men are categorically more likely to not go to the doctor and take care of themselves. Let me get back into the point of the video though. The women were going at him in the comments, and he decided to let people know that he's single and sexually active AF. And he says he got a quote unquote little friend coming over yesterday to spend the night. So instead of preparing for his lady friend to come over, and listen, I got to take him off the screen. You know what? And shout out to my skin. The TKO Skin Vitamin E oil will be available this Christmas. I'm working on that now, and that's part of the reason that I did a video with no foundation, no concealer, or any of that on. Because like I said, the skin is a window to your health. But nonetheless, so this male, instead of being gracious and appreciative that some woman out there is giving him a chance, well, according to him, because we don't know what the truth of the matter is. And you know what? This is part of the reason that I do not have pity for incels. Because if incels were more good looking or whatever it is, more suave, more confident, if they had what it took that women liked in them, would they be kind? Would they be gracious? Would they be gregarious about the women who are giving them chances? Or will they be categorical, or will they exhibit the categoric behavior that many men exhibit, where when multiple or a plethora of women give them chances, that they not only don't appreciate those chances, but they abuse the women who are giving them chances? So I have no pity for them. I really don't, because I know that if they were luckier, they would just use women as currency to brag amongst other men about how they can use and blow through us. They think that if they had a girl that they would treat them right, but data shows otherwise. But nonetheless, back to this video here. Why does it bother this man that a woman who is not interested in him, actually I don't want to talk bad about people. We're all, children of we're all, nonetheless. Why does it bother him that there is a woman independent of him, who has no tie to him, no relation to him, no interest in him in any way, shape, or form, spiritually, physically, sexually, romantically, financially, even business-wise? I just have no interest in this human being. Why does it trouble him that a woman that exists out there dare wear a hairstyle that is complementary to her, whom she likes, look, I'm beautiful, I know. My hair looks good on me. I love this short cut. It's gorgeous on me. This bone structure, please. Nonetheless, let me go. I'm running out of time, but let me go back. Old. We will all, if we're lucky, get old one day. That's a blessing. If anything, this Homo sapien with the gray beard, that was too New York, beard. This Homo sapien with the gray beard, he needs to be thinking about ways that he can give back to the generations coming behind him. He needs to be thinking about ways that he can help all of these lost boys out there who are statistically 3 times more likely to commit self-unaliving than any other group of the population. He needs to be looking at how the fact that the vast majority of homeless people out there are men, and black men on top of that. Disproportionate. Oh, I'm running out of time. Golly, I'm going to have to do a part 2.